Hi besties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're already a part of Life with Mox community, welcome back. The thing is, I know it took me a long time to upload a long video because recently I've been focused into shorts more compared to long videos, but here I am, I'm back. Today's video is gonna be about step-by-step minimal makeup because I've had few of my friends and also some other people, they ask me to do step-by-step. I'm not a professional, and most of the techniques that I use are either on my own style or I learned from other YouTube creators or other TikTok creators. Let's get into the show. So before we get into the show, I want to make sure that all of you have done your skincare. Make sure you prep your skin before going into makeup, because that step is very crucial before we apply our makeup. I'm sure all of you all know why, right? So the first thing first is I've learned one of this technique where you take up a red lipstick and use it as a color corrector for your under eye. I don't know if this works or not, but I'm gonna try it out with you. As you can see, I have a bit of dark circles, even though it's not much. I look like a ghost, but let's just try. Apparently this technique works before you apply your concealer, so you're just gonna blend it in. So I've blended in, and this honestly taught me to trust the process. Okay, I know it looks a bit scary, but we'll trust the process. Next step is concealer, because I don't have color corrector, so I'm using this technique which I saw in TikTok. So yeah. And also, while applying concealer, make sure you apply straight under your eye and then through your guideline, like an S. And also don't forget your cheeks, your lips and your chin, and also your forehead. So I'm using this Fenty Beauty, this Fenty Beauty, oh my god. And also just apply one line across your cheek, because you don't want to over apply it, then it looks like too creaky. It'll make it look like it's too creasy, and we don't want that look. And also I'm also using this YSL cushion foundation, but I love to mix it. I love to mix shade to get my shade, because you see, this shade is different and my skin color is different, right? So I'm gonna mix it, and we will see. I'll show you guys how does it actually look like if you mix with it. Ta-da! This is how it looks. So you see, it doesn't look like you're overly too fair or you're overly too tan, right? It just looks correctly, it just fits the perfect shade of your skin tone. So next we're going to contour, and since this is a minimal makeup, we don't have to apply it to look like it's over glam. So I'm just gonna highlight the important part, which is your nose bridge. Make sure to highlight your nose so that it gives a shape to your nose, and also your cheekbones, not forgetting your jawline, and also your forehead. So it should look like this. Don't be scared, it's all trust the process. And then I'm using this shading stick from VIE Cosmetic, which is, I'm gonna run out, but yeah. Also, some people, they use concealer, which is also applicable, but I'm using the shading stick. So you just shade along your contour. It's called shading stick, right? So you have to shade along so that it gives you the shape of your cheekbones, your jaw, and your nose, and it looks like it gives you a shape, a facelift. Yeah, that's what they call it. So we're gonna blend this, and you will see how does it look like. You can definitely see the shape, right? I can see that your nose is perfectly aligned, and your jawline, your cheekbones, everything. So make sure to perfectly blend everything. Now we are moving on to blush. I'm using this Rare Beauty. So I think it's gonna finish. I need to like restore my makeup very soon. So just 2 dots on each cheek. 2 dots should be fine. If you want to go to a soft girl kind of look, then you can apply for more. But since it's minimal, I'm just gonna like touch it up, so it doesn't look like you actually applied blush, but in a closer look it looks like you applied blush, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go for my baking powder by Huda Beauty, and all you got to do is to bake. If you can't bake a cake, it's fine, but make sure you bake your face very well. So I'm gonna go focus more on this under eye, because I don't want to look like I just woke up from sleep, or look like a zombie that has never sleep for 100 years. That is why color corrector is more important. But surprisingly, the lipstick technique works. So I'm actually quite surprised. I wasn't expecting that to work. Anyways, alright. Once we cooked, I'm going to top it with setting spray. We're going to top it with powder blush, and you're also just going to tap just to make it look like you are, and you are done. Okay, now for eyeshadow, if you want like a real glam look, I suggest you all to use concealer over your eyelid and then create a crease to make it look like fully eye glam. But we're doing a minimal makeup, so I'm not going to use my concealer. I'm just going to straight use my eyeshadow. So this is from Dior Backstage. Since I'm wearing brown, I'm going to go with the brown shade. Right. This is not too excessive. It's going to look like I don't even wear makeup, right? But that's the purpose of minimal makeup. It's like no makeup look. Yeah. So yep, I've done. I don't want to overdo my eye makeup for our eyeliner. We don't want to overdo this as well. So we're just gonna like perfectly align them. A simple wing. So yeah, wait. Oh my god. Yep. Usually eyeliners are not my thing. I often suck at doing eyeliner. I forget to top it with mascara. There's so many ways of applying mascara. I've seen a lot of desi girls, they like, they close their eyes and they just... Is that how it looks? Okay, we are almost done with everything, and I'm gonna end it with the lipstick that we used earlier. So I'm using this YSL lipstick. And I'm just gonna like tap it, and make sure to secure it with a setting spray, and you will see the difference. And so yeah, that is all for my minimal step-by-step makeup look. Do like and share and subscribe if you like this content. Bye bye.